and I was born 14 years ago.
Ever seen. What you're looking at here is built again entirely in JavaFX, and what we have are these circles here that identify different rooms. So the After Dark party, Overwhelmed. You know what? This screen is the screen is a little small, so let me widen this. Now you'll notice that when I move this, rather than it just popping up big, it's completely animated. So as I move, everything is very fluid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop down here into the Overwhelmed room. So if you really want to find out what's going on, go into the Overwhelmed space. And you'll see that I'll zoom in here, and here is my, here's what represents me within the space. This is me, Chris Melicinos, and I can go ahead and start typing here. Hey. And start popping this. Oh, somebody just popped in here as well. Who is this? James Gossam. Huh. All right, so what I'll do is I'll take James. I'm going to drag him over to the side here, like the hair. So now what's happened is James and I are now connected through the side panel here. As I start moving from room to room, I will actually carry James with me to other spheres. So what?
Good morning, everybody. It is a privilege to be here with you this morning at our 14th JavaONE. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about the power of a simple idea. And if you think back to Justin's birth 14 years ago, a small number of individuals had the courage to define an idea, to create an innovation, and decide to push the industry, to move the industry toward a very, very different way of thinking about how applications are developed, how content is developed, and ultimately how the network comes alive and creates value and becomes compelling. And if you'll just join with me now to walk through and down that memory lane, you'll see some pretty astounding progress in that 14-year period.
How it got started? Well, let's see. We started as a group of kind of disgruntled engineers. Kind of thought that there were directions that computing could go that most people in the computer industry weren't thinking of. Scott was great, gave us some space, let us go off and rent this convenient spot behind a green door. And we started gravitating towards all this consumer electronics stuff.
You know, pretty much everything that's kind of mechanical that people touched was getting a brain in it. So we decided to build this prototype that was all about sort of control of consumer electronics devices.
And we built this really cool gizmo thing called the Star 7. And my part of the Star 7 project was to deal with a bunch of the software engineering issues. You know, the solution to the software engineering problem became the thing that we now call Java. So we just picked up our toys and did it all on the internet. Came up with a web browser that did things that nobody had ever seen before. And we were getting pretty excited. We spun a lot of heads around. Then we came to Sunworld, and you know, the only thing that the press wanted to talk to us about was Java, 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 Java.
And we had this, oh my God moment. You know, there was only a couple of dozen of us working on it at the time, and the only way that we could get it out there was to open it up.
So when we opened up Java and gave Java to the world, Ben just watched the world drag Java into just the most amazing places. Some of them that we had kind of thought of, and many of them that had never occurred to us. Yeah, we gave Java to the world, and you know, the rest is history.
Application here that is a pre-release application that we are working with a partner called Xobni. Some of you may be using Xobni on your desktop today. It's a email address book management, contact management application. And I'm going to show you how it integrates tightly with the BlackBerry platform. So over the last several months, I've occasionally corresponded with the CEO of Xobni. His name is Jeff Bonford. But I don't have his contact in my address book. Now, many of you probably have this same problem I have. Our address books are very difficult to keep up to date. Typically, we have 300 to 400 contacts in our address book. Many of them are out of date. But I'm going to show you how you can use Xobni to really squarely solve that problem. So I'm going to open up a compose window here in the BlackBerry email application. And I'm going to type Jeff's name into the address field. And for those of you that have used BlackBerries, you know that, but you'll see in faded type in the search window that there are 5,745 contacts in the Xobni address book. So obviously I didn't type in all those contacts. The Xobni application goes through my email, and it pulls out of it all of the contacts that are present in the email headers, or present.
So the native apps are available to any developer. They're not locked away.
They're not locked away. You can extend our native applications, use the APIs to build in.
It's not a demo if it doesn't crash.
That's right. Okay, there we go. And there you go. You see it's populated the email into the address book, and I'll just send him a note. And that's tightly connected with the BlackBerry email application. So let's say I also wanted to give Jeff a call. I can